I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time and might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. And complete to Drake London. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
43 rail.
Ritter with it after the play fake. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as they'll get this out past the 35-yard line. The Saints at 12-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Miller on the read option.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Carr. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Carr now to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start. Here's a diving catch right side. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Ready? Back to throw, Ritter. Into the hands of London. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now 3rd down and 7. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now Carr. On the right side, this is Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Carr now on first down. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now Carr. That is caught.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Locates Kamara on the out route, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
93.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson from 3 yards out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
17.
Going play action. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Ready. Black one.
Ritter off the play fake.
He's got Smith here.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Ready, set.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 66 yards.
That's good for a Saints. First down and goal to go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
7:34.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Throwing now is Carr.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. gets set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Ritter. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ritter back to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, set.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
10 cycles. Hey.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Claude red. Steel black. Strike. Hey, go Fury. Mega. White.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter from the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Go Chief. 694.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Carr going to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw.
Down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
That's out quickly to London.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Saints' 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll send Miller in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Ritter down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
John Franklin Myers
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they have regained the lead. It's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Hey, 734.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Hey, Raider 2.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Toss wide side. This is Kamara.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
29. What's up?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
That's up.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
29.
Carr now to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Nice little juke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
38. Ready.
Throw left side complete. That's Miller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter, it's complete. It's Miller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Come on, set.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw, Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Ritter.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Here we go.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Ritter to throw it.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Henderson will try and run for the first. He's to the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darrell Henderson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Ritter. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Ritter looks to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Ritter.
This is Miller, complete.
Here's 2nd down. Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Gets around him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here's first and goal.
10 cycles.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Set.
Here's Ritter.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 2.
That's the score. Saints 28, Falcons 26. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
2nd and 6.
What's up?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here's 1st and 10.
Slide through. Ready?
Now Ritter. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here comes 2nd down. A final shot now for Ritter.
And it's incomplete.